Right now, the Australian car market has more drama than an episode of the Kardashians. Almost every week, often multiple times a week even, a different car brand is slashing their prices of their cars or increasing their warranty to insane lengths. While in the next 12 months, we're going to see no less than 10 all new brands enter Australia, maybe even more. Let me put this into perspective for you. Australia is on track to sell 1.2 million cars by the end of 2024, with about 78 car brands selling in the market. Meanwhile, America is set to sell 14.8 million cars by the end of 2024, with just 66 brands. That means, on average, every car brand in Australia will sell approximately 15,385 cars, while in America, each car brand will sell 224,242 cars. This stark contrast highlights the difference in market dynamics and brand concentration between the two countries. I'm sorry, but does that not blow anyone else's mind? So the natural question then is, why the hell are there so many different car brands competing for relatively small sales in Australia? Well, first of all, Australia is a perfect relatively low risk market for car companies to test their brand's performance. It's generally accepted that outside of Western Europe and North America, Australia is the only other really Western country. Yeah, we have some weird quirks like our love of utes, or trucks they're more commonly known, but that aligns really closely with the United States. And then our love of small to medium SUVs, for which we sell so many, and I've personally reviewed them all. It's genuinely getting so hard to keep track of. Well, that's very much like Western Europe's preference. So Australia's unique position as a testing ground helps brands refine their strategies before entering larger, more competitive markets, even if there are a lot of tariffs for these new brands. Think about it, if a car brand can survive in Australia, it can definitely survive in most other, less competitive markets. It's also a good place to make sure their cars don't have reputation damaging issues. For example, when the GWM Tank 300 first launched in Australia, a car I really like by the way, it did have an almost unbelievable issue with its lane centering where it would yank and jerk itself pretty badly. To GWM's credit, they fixed this issue very quickly, but had that happened in the United States, for example, the fallout would have been much wider and potentially reputation destroying. It takes a second to lose reputation, but years to build it back up. But the thing is, what all of these brands are starting to realize is that competing is incredibly tough, like really, really hard. And honestly, what the results are showing is genuinely mind-blowing. First of all, legacy car brands right now are really struggling, especially those brands trying to sell EVs. Ford reduced the price of its Mustang Mach-E in December 2023 by $7,000, and then again by another $7,000 to $8,000 in May this year. Why? Well, it just was not selling, and now they're sitting on enough units that they really need to shift them, because otherwise it's a sunk cost. The Peugeot E2008, again, was priced last year at around $65,000 drive away, and because they just weren't selling, their prices were reduced by $25,000, or a crazy 40%. Hell, even Tesla, the world's best-selling EV brand until BYD overtook it last year, has reduced the price of their Model 3 and Model Y not once, not twice, but 3 times in just 2 months. And you can now get into a Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive for just $55,900 before on-road costs. That means since the end of 2022, the Model Y has dropped in price by an insane $16,000. And yet, it's not just the legacy manufacturers. Even new entrants are reducing their prices like crazy. BYD, they've reduced the price of their best-selling Atto 3 to just $44,990 plus on-road costs, despite having just been updated with new tires and a better screen. The GWM Aura, it became Australia's cheapest new EV for a short period of time after they slashed its price to just $35,990 drive away. That was, of course, until literally yesterday, when MG heavily reduced the price of their MG ZS EV to just, get this, $34,990 drive away. And by the way, there are so many other examples of this happening just recently in the Australian automotive market. And as always, if you want to stay up to date with the latest daily news and reviews, you need to check out our website, CarSauce.com. And yeah, this isn't just EVs. GWM have recently reduced the price of their Haval Jolyon hybrid, so it now starts at just $32,990. Skoda's Kamiq starts at just $33,990 drive away and now comes with even more kit as standard. Even the Chery Emotive 5 has reduced in cost and you can get into one for well under $30,000 drive away. Of course, you can only reduce prices so much, right? There's only so much margin on cars. So MG has just dropped Australia's longest warranty, going from an already great 7-year unlimited kilometer warranty to an insanely good 10-year, 250,000 kilometer warranty. All of this is to say, it's an absolute race to the bottom. And the older brands, they're really suffering. One huge elephant in the room, for example, is Mazda. They make some amazing new cars, right? Like the aging but still class-leading Mazda 3. I really like that car. If you want to watch my review of that, I'll link it down below. But with the introduction of NVES next year, or Australia's new vehicle efficiency standard, Mazda will need to introduce new hybrids or electric vehicles to the Australian market, or it will potentially face large fines above what will be allowed under the legislation. They could buy carbon credits from other brands, like fully electric brands, including Tesla and BYD, but that would be really expensive and definitely not viable in the long term. And so combined with all of these new entrants, the 10 new brands coming in, there is a lot of fire under the legacy brands to make sure they don't lose their market share. But honestly, I don't care about that. I'm just happy that if you are from Australia, you guys as consumers right now, you're winning. And if you're not from Australia, well, I'm glad we can be your guinea pigs before these brands enter your market. Our local manufacturing died. We don't have Holden anymore, which was a GM brand. Our Ford Utes, my first car, we don't have those anymore. We don't have an Australian car industry. And so Australia doesn't have any good reason to put tariffs onto these new car manufacturers, specifically from China, like Europe and the US are do, who are just trying to protect their local industries. And so Australia's new car market right now is absolutely insane. And it's something that me and my team love to write about every single day. It truly is a total clusterfuck. And there is just so much off-record internal politics that I get to experience working in this industry every day. And I promise you, it's only going to get more crazy. But let me know what you guys think about the Australian new car industry right now. Is it as weird to you as it is to me? It's like grab your popcorn, honestly, it's that good. If you enjoy this video, please don't forget to like it, share it with a friend, and definitely subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis and the latest updates on the automotive industry. And for the most comprehensive reviews and daily news, head to CarSauce.com. And of course, if you're looking to buy a new car, head to CarSauce.com/buy, where my team will get you the absolute best deals with cars that are actually in stock. Our service is completely free for you because we charge those pesky dealers. So let us help you navigate this very complex market and secure the best price for your next car. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.